Welcome back to our Winterfest, Buildfest Fest. Yes, it has a name now. Today I'm actually building an empty noble house. Like, it's not meant for any particular family. It's just this gap has been sitting here for at least 2 years. Hey guys, let's be nice. Of course my dogs now want to play. But yeah, so it's been sitting here for a while. I just wanted to fill it in. It's right next to the fields. Oops, sorry, I'm so distracted. It's right next to the fields that I just did, the festival fields. There should be farmland visible behind it, but it's not. If you know how to make that visible, please let me know, because it's super annoying. I have hood deco set on, it just doesn't show the farm for whatever reason. But they're in between the Hartmans and then like what used to be several families. It's an apartment lot, but because our apartment lots are so buggy, I moved them out. But I just really liked how that one looked, so it's still there for aesthetic purposes. Now, I am basing this on a lot that I randomly found online. And when I say lot, I believe it was a miniature for, like, tabletop games. But I really liked that little castle-y, turret-y situation where it was raised a bit, the stairs. I don't even really know how to properly describe it, but I liked it, so I put it in. And I give him a fancy red roof. The Hartman lot is being weird with the pink. It's not flashing, like, I call it pink skirting, where for whatever reason the base of the lot will just, the entire ground is like the pink soup color, but it's not flashing, and it's always that way until I load the lot and exit. And I have some lots that it just won't go away, and I don't know why, and I've just kind of accepted that that's how they are. A little bit more background on why some of the nobility live in separate houses and why some live in, like, the castle proper, as I call it. Basically, in a previous version of Edirann, they had their own subhoods, they had their own, like, whole setups, basically, and that was their estate. There would be peasants on those lots, or in those subhoods and things, but for whatever reason, having that many subhoods, I think it was like 7, ruined that rebuild of Edirann fairly quickly. That I'm convinced that's what did it. But I didn't want to do that again, so I decided to, like, Versailles, basically. I'm trying to think. I don't have words today. My brain is just not working. But yeah, I wanted to set up something similar to Versailles, where all of the nobility, rather than staying on their estates, wanted to be near the king. That was seen as a huge sign of favor. That was the only way that you got remembered and recognized. So to stay in the castle, in the Grace and Favor apartments, is like a huge deal. So families try to do that. They do not own those lots. They are allowed to stay in them, but, like, it's not seen as their property, whereas these homes are seen as their property. And in theory, every noble family will have one, but I also, like, even though there aren't those subhoods anymore, I do consider, like, the Dragos still own the big giant red brick massive setup that I did. It's just not in game. It's just more, they go there on special occasions kind of thing, and we don't see it in the game, but it does, like, exist within the story and within, like, the lore. We just don't see their estates anymore. We only see their life at court, or if they're not in the castle, they're in these little noble houses as well. I don't know if that made sense, but yeah. Here we are. My brain, I'm serious, my brain is just, I have so much to do, and I'm, like, not overwhelmed, but just, like, firing on too many cylinders. I'm just like, I can't focus on any one thing because I want to do everything all at once. Like, I've got calls I need to make. I have tabletop games I'm playing today. I have dinner to make. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sewing projects. I have basically all of the builds that I need to do before the 19th of December for my tabletop group that I run. Like, there's just a lot. And I have time to get it all done. Like I said, I'm not overwhelmed. I just, like, I want to do it all at once. Like, I can't focus on one task, which is a problem. I need to do these builds too, but I'm not pre-recording these just because I do like interacting with you all, and I would like opinions on what to do or things to build, because this is really not something that I planned. It was more I missed building, and I was like, why don't I just build in December? Because I knew that I had to do several sewing projects and just things were happening. So I was like, well, why don't I make it easy on myself? Instead of gameplay, we're just gonna build. But I also don't have ideas. Usually when I do these build challenges, I'm like, okay, we're doing this. There's a theme. There's a set list of things that I want to do and want to accomplish. And this is just like, we're building. Mazel tov. For this, I did want him to have a barn just because I had all that open space and I didn't want to make the house bigger. So I just kind of gave him a little bit of a stable in the back, which was a pain. I wish that terrain paint wouldn't go through walls sometimes. Like if it was a closed building and you're doing it inside, I wish it wouldn't go through. Because even if I put flooring here, if you remove the flooring, it goes through. So there's no winning. Or not on a straight tile. I'm wrong. On a diagonal tile, it goes through. So yeah, just place a couple trees. I really kept it simple because this isn't designed for any one particular family, so I didn't want it to be overly decorated in any particular way. The Hartmans, I thought about moving them, but they were considered on the edge of the noble area, but now because they're noble, all of this corner of the neighborhood is noble families. So I'm not going to move them. Initially I was gonna, but they don't have the clout to stay in the Grace and Favor apartments, and there's no point in them moving next door. Like, it's fine. They had already kind of, because there was no rules against purchasing in this corner, and they were considered a very, very, very wealthy merchant family, which is how they got that property. But they obviously weren't noble. And I also think that they're going to be very kind of gatekeepy towards other merchants, because that's just how it could be sometimes with, like, especially in historical societies, like one person would move up and then they would be extra mean to their previous social class because they didn't want to be seen as them anymore. Because now they're the nouveau riche. But yeah, I'm happy with this lot. I think it's cute. It's basic, but like, it didn't need to be super spectacular, amazing, original. It just needed to exist and fill in that space. So when I take screenshots outside, it's just not this vast, barren, empty wasteland. There are actual lots there. I did want to put a fireplace, but the fireplace said no, so I didn't put it there. So yeah, let me know what you think. As always, if you have ideas or suggestions or even just comments, love to hear them. And that's pretty much the lot. So thank you so much for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a like. It really does help. And I'll see you in the next one.